Hopefully you can hear me because got the long guys over there next door, the house over, so you can probably hear them going. But I'm going anyway because I wanted to get this one out. This one is about finding your purpose in life. Um, Kind of give you the backstory on this one was a few months ago, one of my good friends, Louie, ended up passing away. I knew Louie back in 2010-ish. Became great friends, and he ended up passing away a few months ago. But this past week was when we did his memorial, when they put a golf tournament together. Well, I didn't. His family and friends put a golf tournament together, but me and his close friends ended up playing in it. So, and naturally, we're swapping stories about Louis, sharing some good times. And it wasn't until I spoke with his daughter where, this intrigue ended up kind of coming to the forefront of things about purpose because we were talking about his purpose in life. Um, Again, going backstory, early 2010-ish. I wasn't in the best place at the time. Ended up losing my brother. Passed away. Ended up getting into a marriage I shouldn't have. Anyways, it was really depressed and dark time for me, and needed some levity, needed some laughter, needed some wisdom, and somehow or another, God or the universe balled all that up and gave me Louie. And he was one of the funniest fucking people ever. One of the best golfers I ever had, knew, and one of the few people I would ever say should have been on tour but wasn't. Um, Anyways, so I was talking with his daughter about, kind of that brief little mention that I just did was how, again, was going through my own personal shit at the time. And it was literally her father who gave me that light, gave me that laughter, that wisdom at the time. And it was just an honor, privilege to have known him. And, the big joke with Louis is just how many jobs he had. He bounced around from job to job to job to job to job, which is kind of ironic because, I've bounced around myself, but nothing to the extent of him. So as her and I were, laughing about this, she said, I think it was her who, or even I may have said, it was kind of the universe or God's plan to spread Louis, throughout all these places, kind of like King and Kung Fu, just walk the earth. It was someone's up there's plan to, you know, share Louis with the world and all these people because the only thing he ever brought to people's life was pure joy. So, again, with that, and it was like, that was his purpose in life. It wasn't, a career or this or that. It was all these, he had his own struggles just like anyone does, but it was him still being able to spread that laughter and that joy and that love throughout anyone he ever met. If you met him, it was like he was only talking to you. It could be a million people in the room. It was just one of those kinds of people where literally, it was you guys talking no matter what everything else was going around. So, and again, that was like when she said, that was like his purpose was just to spread that joy and love through all these people. So it wasn't like until then, whenever I felt of or thought of purpose, it was my purpose in life or career or anything like that. And something a little bit more deeper. Sorry about that. So, whenever I think about purpose, it was like, what is my purpose in life? I'm like, is it really training dogs and things like that? And as much as I love training dogs and everything, I go back to what this channel was really about. Yes, on the front of it, it's dog training to help you have the strongest dog possible so you guys can create that bond together. But like I always said, the theme of this channel was growth, whether if it was growth of your dog or growth for you, because you're literally watching a guy who's getting out of his comfort zone to do all these videos in order to provide the best service and information possible for you and your dog. So, and that's where I think it's my purpose was, as uncomfortable and kind of agonizing as it is, I knew I needed for my own growth. That's why I'm doing these. So if you saw a guy who's willing to step out and do something that's out of his norm, maybe, just maybe, they'll inspire you to do the same thing for you and your purpose, which, again, whatever that you feel deep in your gut, that nagging sensation, like there's more to you, there's more you can offer, there's something you should be doing, but you're not. If it keeps you up at night and it's like, that's really it, but for XYZ, I'm not doing it. Usually the bottom line is just straight fear. And trust me, I've dealt with plenty of fear doing all these videos and everything else that I've done in my life. So again, the reason I told you I started this channel, I post the link so you can take a look if you've never watched it. But understand, find your purpose. And it could be superficial, but don't do it superficial because it's for money or status. Most purpose doesn't come from money or status. There's usually something deeper. Money and status may just come just by, circumstance, but usually there's something deeper than that. And that's where you really will find your purpose. So again, my purpose, I think, is hopefully to, yes, give you the best information so you can be the best parent and raise the best dog, the strongest dog possible, of course. But I think the underlying purpose for me is because I can withstand some of the angst and agony that some of these, the things that I want to do is really getting me outside my own comfort zone, but I can take it. I got a strong will and very stubborn. So that's why I think my purpose is hopefully to inspire others to take a chance, just like I'm taking a chance on myself doing all of this. So I just wanted to share that with you again. Sadly, it took a great loss of a friend of mine. But again, the wisdoms of, his daughter, obviously, he embedded that in her and was just, that was his purpose. That was Louie's purpose, was to spread love and joy across all these, different endeavors that he did. It was never about golf. It was never about what he was doing. There was a deeper meaning to his life, and that was to spread, a bunch of laughter throughout his community. Certainly in my life, especially when I needed it at the most, because it was a dark time for me. People still say it funny today. That's only because a lot of the shit that he said to me, I stole, was it now 13 years ago that I stole from him. So I'm still using it. But yeah, just going back to finding your purpose. What is your purpose? If it is deep in you and you're not doing it, like there's a sixth sense, a spidey sense in your gut telling you need to be doing something else, or there's more to you to be doing it. Listen to it. Listen to that voice. Trust your gut. Trust your instinct. It's very accurate for a lot of times. Again, as long as your intention is pure and not for a quick gain, usually in terms of money or something like that, and you will be okay. So find your purpose and take that jump. I hopefully, again, with doing all these, I hope I inspired at least one person to make that jump, to challenge themselves and see how they come out the other side. And hopefully they're stronger for it, just like hopefully I come out stronger for it after doing all these videos. All right. But that's it. Quick and out. Again, miss you, Louie. Love you. Hopefully you're watching down on us and, making everyone up there where you're at laughing as always. All right, buddy. Cheers. Done.